Hey, this is Juhl, Lenard, and I help you show up big and connect with your people. So, this is Lunch with Juhl, and the topic for today is the key to your brand. And originally I had planned for this live to be focused on visual artists. I mean, people who actually produce some output from their art. And then I might still call it that. But what I realized is that the tip that I'm going to give you is really could apply to anyone. But I'm going to focus, I'm going to talk to you artists. The reason I want to talk to artists, and I am not a visual artist myself. I consider myself a digital artist because I love doing things with graphics and stuff. But I'm talking about canvas, paintbrush, charcoal, those kind of artists, the real artists. Okay. So I'm going to share 3 tips to, and the key to your brand in these 3 tips, the key to your brand in these 3 tips. So the first thing I want you to know, artist, is that you have to embrace yourself first. Now, in art, is so much different than any other profession when you're an artist. Because if I was an accountant for many years and a project manager for many years and a program manager for many years, but I never produced anything out of that time that I could really call my own. Okay. So I go in, I do my job, I do it well. There's an outcome that's great, but at the end of the day, it's not connected to me at all. But for you as an artist, your heart is a lot of times it's not just your image that you created on a canvas. Your heart is in there, your history is in there, your hurts are in there, your other emotions are in that art because it represents you. And so I think that the first thing you have to do, the absolute key to building a brand as an artist is to love yourself first, because you got to have thick skin. You're going to put your stuff out there. Some people are going to look at it and they're going to like it. Some people are going to look at it and they're not going to like it. Some people are going to come by your booth at your event or look at your piece in the gallery and go, ew, what's that about? Right? So you have to connect and fall in love with you. And once you're in love with you, you won't care what other people think about your art, because you know that your art is going to appeal to the one that it's supposed to appeal to. It's going to draw in those that connect with your art. Okay, that's what's going to happen. But you can't allow fear of how someone may respond to stop you from putting your precious art out there, because nobody else has your thing. Nobody else has it but you, really. So that's the first key. The absolute key is you have to fall in love with you. Now, you may say, okay, Juhl, that sounds like a really good thing to say, but how does that work? Well, this is what I recommend you do. Write down your history. Just write out. I can't remember who I got this tip from, but it works. And it's really kind of hard to do. And it's very, I'm going to say cleansing, but write your story. Write, the moments in your life that, maybe hurt you, whatever drew you into your art form. Write your story. Because I'm going to tell you what happened to me. Like, I did this. I've done this on paper, but really I started to do this visually when I started to do videos, like live videos, because I would look at the videos after I had done them and I would begin to like myself and I began to love myself. And I didn't realize that was like a benefit that came from that I never, ever imagined. So sometimes in life, you just got to roll with it. You just got to do what you feel inspired to do, because I won't go, esoteric on you, but honestly, you know exactly what you need to do when you release the resistance that's holding you back. You know exactly what you need to do. You're the smartest person about you in your life. But because we've had so many distractions and we've been socially conditioned and all that kind of stuff, you may not be connected. May not be connected with your power, but you really do. So write your story Because in your story, you're going to be able to identify the essence of what it is in your art that will draw people in. I have a lady that I follow. Her name is Shalene Johnson. She's amazing. She's really funny. And she's an adult ADHD. So what I love about her marketing is she plays up being ADHD, talks about being distracted. Her website, it talks about, how to have income when you're distracted. Who's more easily distracted than an adult with ADHD? Maybe I need to be evaluated. I don't know. Right? But in your story, you'll connect with the essence of who you are. Because branding to me is being able to look at yourself and your life and your art and pull out of it the essence of who you are. And then communicate that to someone in a way that they feel the connection to you. That's what it is. Well, whatever the fancy term is, but what it really is identifying with the essence of who you truly are and presenting that to someone in a way that they connect with it. That's what it is. And the only way to really, truly do that is to do the hard work yourself. It's a spiritual journey, actually. Okay, so that's the second. So tip number one is Tip number one is to really connect with yourself and to love yourself. Tip number two is to write your story. Write your story and do the processing through the heartache, the pain, whatever it is, and connect with what is it about what you do that helped you through that. Maybe you've had depression, maybe you've had, domestic violence, maybe you've had ADHD is in the case of this person, but there's something about your journey that can resonate with someone else. Okay. And then the third thing is, once you've kind of identified what it is that is about your journey that you can connect with, you love yourself, you connect with your journey, you say, oh man, you know what? This depression, this art really helped me out of my depression. This is the key to how you market on social media. So get a pen and pencil and write this down. What you need to do then is connect with the people who connect with your story. Because those are the people who will connect with your art. Those are the people who will connect with it, and not artists. Like as an artist, you don't go market in artist communities, right? You may get customers in artist communities, but really you want to connect with people that connect with your story. That's it. It's really for anyone, but for you in particular, start to tell your story more. It's the story about who you are. It's the essence of who you are that people can connect with. And they might not say, oh, well, I'm depressed, so I think I want to be an artist. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to go, I really feel this. I think I want this piece in my living room because I need to see this every day because I connected with this today. Right? That's what needs to happen. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to share with you today. The key to branding. The number one key to branding overall is to really love yourself. If you don't love yourself and you're not confident in who you are, then you're not going to be comfortable promoting who you are to others that you don't know. So the number one key is to know yourself and to love yourself so that you can be confident when you promote yourself and your art. The second one is to really know your story, connect with it, write it down, and pull out those pieces that make you uniquely you, those pieces of your story that can be inspiring to other people. Pull that out, okay? And then once you have pulled it out, then you can make the connections that you need to make. Then you can present yourself to others in a way that is inspiring, okay? And then that will help you to promote who you are and the essence of who you are in your art. So with that, I hope that was helpful for you. If it was helpful, then definitely share the video. I love it when people share my videos, and I hope that you have an amazing week, an amazing Monday, and I will see you tomorrow on Lunch with Juhl. Bye for now.